hello there. Once again, it is I. Fear me. Actually, no, I'm just kidding about that. Anyway, it's me again. I'm back for vlog 58, so that's cool. And I'm sorry about the last 2 weeks. I know I should have done videos, but there was trouble going on and didn't get around to making a video, so I am doing one now. And actually, I did make one last week, but it was a private one, so only one person saw it. But I won't go into that because I have an interesting topic for today. The topic I got was from a viewer, first of all. I'm not going to mention any names just for confidentiality, but the topic is interesting, and it is, do some transgendered women date women because deep down they still feel like men? And I would say that the answer to that question is a definite no. If a transgendered woman feels like a man deep down, then they really aren't transgendered at all, because that's where gender identity lies, your core belief of what you are. So if you feel like a man deep down, then you are a man, and you're not a transgendered woman at all. But anyway, the gender of who you fall in love with has nothing to do with defining your own gender at all. It's not what matters. I mean, that would be like saying all lesbians date other women because they feel like men, or all gay guys date other guys because they feel like women, and that's not true at all. You say that to anybody who's gay or lesbian, and they will probably want to rip your head off because they don't feel like the other gender at all. And I know for myself that my choice to date a girl doesn't make me any less a girl than if I was dating a guy. I also know that nowhere in my entire body, this entire body of mine, do I feel like a man anywhere. I haven't since I was born. And that's not going to change depending on who I'm dating or who I choose to marry, if that becomes legal. Some places it is, but whatever. Anyway, as I've said before, love does not know gender. It doesn't follow gender guidelines. And if a transgendered person finds love between another girl, it doesn't make them any less a girl themselves at all. I mean, there are tons of people out there dating the same sex as them. And personally, for myself, I've tried both. Okay, I've been with a guy, not sexually, but I have dated guys, and whatever it was that would make me say, I love this person, I want to have sex with them, that spark was not there. It was just, that thing that makes you want to do that was not there. And thus, I really had no choice to pursue the relationship any farther than when it went. I've kissed a guy, French kissed a guy, that's as far as I've gone. Maybe that makes me strange, I don't know. But that's all the farther I've gotten. I've cuddled with a guy, I've slept with a guy, but haven't done anything sexual with a guy. And just because my first serious relationship with a girl failed doesn't mean that they weren't for me. It just means that that particular girl wasn't for me. And actually, to be honest, I feel more like a girl now than I have ever before now that I'm dating one. I have no deep down feelings of being a man at all. I mean, the very thought that I would actually feel like a man deep down, that really turns my stomach. I just can't imagine feeling like a guy. It just, ugh. I mean, after all, I've heard of, transsexuals that still stand to go pee. I mean, does that mean that they feel like a guy because they do that? No. It's probably a matter of convenience for them, because I used to do that, saying, well, I have the stupid thing, I might as well get some good use out of it. But I haven't done that for years, and I really have no desire to. And, do transsexuals that choose not to get the final SRS surgery, do they feel like men deep down? I don't think so. I think that it's just a matter of choice. Some people it's money, some people it's red tape, some people they have a partner that would like them to keep their penis so they can do that stuff. I mean, love is blind and genderless. Love has no rules. Love has no bounds. It is not bound by area. It is not bound by gender. It is not bound by money. It is not bound by any rules that normal society follows. You can't help who you fall in love with. That's the bottom line. I know because I've tried. I was under the impression for years that I was asexual. And if you don't know what that means, because most people don't even know it exists, it's when you're not attracted to men or women sexually. But it's just that no men really interested me at the time, and I couldn't see any girl that I met as anything more than just someone I wanted to be friends with if I happened to like them. And I was comfortable with the idea that I was asexual. I mean, it took a lot of confusion away, a lot of problems, simplified life so much. Made things so less confusing, but it was easy, and I kind of wished to maintain that status of asexuality. But I know now that it wasn't the fact that I really was asexual. It's just I hadn't met the right person yet. You can't say that you love someone until... Because with me, I guess it was very specific. And, I know there's a lot of people out there that love this person, and then they love this person, they love this person, and they love this person. With me, it's not that way. I love one particular person in the world, and I just hadn't found her yet. And once I found the right girl, it was impossible to not fall in love with her. But, knowing that I was so in love with her just made me happy. It didn't give me any feelings of being a man. I didn't say, oh gosh, I can't love her, because if I do love her, then that makes me more of a man, and that's not right. No, I didn't feel that, and I didn't feel any of that at all. I just felt happy. Because for the first time in my life, I felt like I was actually living. And likewise, I don't feel any more of a woman when I was with a guy. I just felt like, someone that was dating a guy. It doesn't make me feel any more or less a woman. I mean, honestly, I don't think anyone falls in love with gender anyway. You ask anybody in the world, what is it about their partner that they love? Very rarely will anyone say, I love them because they're a guy or a girl and I'm a guy or a girl. I mean, you fall in love with someone for who they are, not what they are. And that's pretty much across the board for all cultures. I will admit, though, that, I thought that I would feel more like a girl if I was dating a guy, but I was kidding myself, really. And I thought using that stuff down below that I don't want at all would make me feel like a guy, but that's not true at all. It's like my fiance says, what's between your legs doesn't make someone a man or a woman, because your gender is all up here in your mind, not down there. And there are women with penises out there, and there are men with vaginas. Though they're a minority, they are out there. I mean, there's a lot of times when this and that don't match, so it does happen. But basically the answer is no, I don't think that male to female transsexual would date a woman because deep down they feel like a man still. I just don't think that it's possible. If they feel like a man deep down, like I said, then they're not a transsexual, they're actually a man. And likewise, if a woman, female to male, would be doing vice versa, it wouldn't make them, a transsexual, it would make them a woman. So, I mean, that's just to simplify the question. And I guess that's pretty much all I have to say on that subject. Deep down, how you feel is your true gender. So, I mean, I guess you can't feel like a man and still be a transsexual. You're just a man then. And you can't be a woman and be a transsexual because, you're still a woman. Whatever you feel like, that's what you are. But I'm almost out of time here, so I'm going to go now, and I hope to keep on the weekly vlog, but stuff happens, so I can't promise anything. But I will see everybody when I can. Thanks for all my viewers, new and old, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.